Hello YouTube, this is week 4 and basically this is vlog 4 and basically last week we had to make all these different sketches of different things that we had to do, and I'm going to briefly go over the ones that we didn't choose, but the one that we did choose, and we actually made an assembly out of it. So this was the first engineering sketch that I made. So what we didn't like about this one was that it was very tall and that the shoulders would be too, it would be very easy to break, and it didn't have a big enough base for it to counteract the weight on the top. And also, the things that actually pick up the stuff they're kind of too long and too flingy, and it would actually break, and so that's why we didn't choose that one. And then for this one, this one's really thick, and a lot of materials would be needed to have to be able to make this type, and we did not have all these different types of materials, and it'd be very expensive. And also, the grabber it was very long and also very long, and so that would not be very efficient to be able to pick up all the different things that we needed to make. And then also, it's very top heavy, so it's more likely to tip over. So that's another reason why we didn't choose this one. Another one, this one was a little interesting. We used a different technique for the grabber. As you can see, it's like a triangle form, but because I did some research, and that was also another way that you could do the grabber. But as we researched it more, it wasn't as efficient, and you couldn't get you couldn't pick up big stuff because it could only have a certain radius that could go out of. And so also it's very tall, and the base is also not big enough, so it's very top heavy, which means that it could very much likely tip over. And then the gripper should be parallel to the jaws and improve grip versatility. That was one thing that we liked about it, but in the end, we really didn't like how the gripper was formed in that triangular form. And then for this one was the most interesting sketch that we had. It had wheels to be able to be mobile, but in the end, the wheels didn't really increase the efficiency, and we didn't really want to have wheels because we didn't want the claw to be able to move while it was picking up stuff, which could decrease the efficiency and actually being able to pick up the stuff. It would make it very hard to if it was moving. And it was also very tall, and this is what the gripper would look like. It's another technique that we found on the internet, and that there's a lot of points for the servo motors. I think on this one, since the base would be so big, we would put all the wires inside of it, and this would also be another servo motor that would connect, and this would be another servo motor for the gripper servo motor, and this would be called a shoulder, which is what I learned in my research, but it would be very flimsy since it's kind of like straight up and then straight across. It would almost be like a crane, but in the end we decided not to use this one because too many parts that could decrease the efficiency. The added complexity of wheels could make it move and not be able to pick up stuff very efficiently, and it was also very top heavy. The last one, the one that we chose, this one was the most efficient, and it was also kind of the smallest to be able to be very compact but also be very simple and do the task that we needed to be, which is to pick up stuff using a joystick. And we decided to use this one because it had enough points of contact for the servo motors, so there wasn't too many, but there also wasn't too little. And we liked how it was kind of shorter, so it wouldn't be as top heavy, so it wouldn't fall over when it was picking up the certain things that we needed to pick up. And it was like 0.5 inches thick, which is when I was doing my research, that was like the perfect amount of thickness that would be to not be able to fall over, but also have enough stability for the gripper to be able to move. And then we have servo number 2 for the gear gripper, and then another servo right here, and then here would be the base, and then the joystick would be right there. And the gripper, it's not too big, but it's not too small, so it can be the perfect size to be able to pick up anything that it needs to be. And then, so for our final, when I knew that this was the one that we wanted to create, we actually made a model in Onshape, and this is what we came out with, and it is actually printing right now. And basically going over it this was the gripper, that would be where the servo motor would go, that's where the base is, the joystick would go right there, and basically that's how we wanted to create our robotic arm, and we thought that was the most efficient as possible. Because going over the sketches, mainly things that we did not want to include with our sketches was that it was very top heavy, so it wouldn't be able to tip over. We did not want that, so we wanted the base to be bigger as we made it in Onshape so that it wouldn't tip over. And then for the gripper, we wanted to have not a big gripper but not a small gripper to be able to pick up like the right sizes, as you can see in the sketch that we made. And is also really symmetrical and easy to assemble, which is what we included within our sketch. So that was week 4.